So far in this series, we've been talking about the motivation of our heart. We've learned that it must be for God's glory, or we will not know real victory in our battle against sexual impurity. Psalm 100 verse 3 challenges us to know that the Lord is God. It is He who made us, and we are His. We are His people, the sheep of His pasture. Guys, true purpose and meaning to life is found only when we are doing that which God created us to do, only as we are living a godly life that brings honor and glory to Him. In the book of Ecclesiastes, we read the story of a man named Solomon. He embarks on this massive quest to find purpose and meaning to his life. He tries to find satisfaction and fulfillment in money, in possessions, in relationships, and pleasures. And yet, no matter how hard he tries, no matter how much money he puts into the bank, how many things he accumulated, no matter how many friendships he developed or how many different types of pleasures he pursued, he just couldn't quite grasp hold of the happiness and the satisfaction he was seeking after. Aren't we in the same boat? How many times have you pursued lust and porn and masturbation and other forms of sexual impurity? How desperately did you want those things to satisfy you and fill that emptiness that's inside? How successful were you? True satisfaction comes only when we fulfill the intent of our Creator. Meaning and purpose, happiness and joy comes only when we discover an intimate personal relationship with God and walk in total obedience to His commands. Consider this next verse in Deuteronomy chapter 10, verses 12 and 13 very carefully. What does the Lord your God ask of you? But to fear the Lord your God, to walk in all His ways, to love Him, to serve the Lord your God with all your heart and with all your soul, and to observe the Lord's commands and decrees that I'm giving you today for your own good. I don't think God could make it any clearer. A life lived in pursuit of bringing glory to Him, that's where we will find victory. Victory over sexual impurity isn't a pipe dream, guys. It's possible. We don't have to live defeated lives. For years, I focused all of my attention on changing outwardly, trying to behave the way I thought God wanted me to. I believed that making those external changes would bring me the happiness that I was so longing for, seeking after. The problem was that the motivation of my heart was all about King Me. During that part of my life, I struggled with feelings of failure, defeat, and discouragement. In fact, at one point, I even attempted suicide, but no more. This sin that we battle with is not greater than God. The temptation that seemingly overwhelms you is actually powerless over you. You can live a consistent, godly life. You can learn how to walk in true victory over sin and how to live a life that glorifies our Heavenly Father. Guys, you can do this.